Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Scales Above. My name is Sean. I'm the creative director here at Paradise Productions, and we are going to be streaming some of the later episodes of this campaign, but currently, wherever you're watching this is most likely on YouTube over the Roll for Damage channel. So welcome. I'm going to turn it over to the DM for this lovely campaign, Mr. Nova.
Hi. Yeah, I guess I'll just start off the introductions with hi. I'm Nova, or Kyle. I've been the DM for this game for a long time. It's like 3 years now.
Yeah.
4 years? We started 2019, didn't we?
Yeah, it's been no. We started in 2020.
2020 is when we moved in here.
Fall 2020 is when we started, because we did the pre-campaign over the summer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you.
I know because Paradise started in 2019.
Yes.
I understand.
In the fall of
past
2019.
You know, I was sure that Dingo... Whatever. Okay, so yeah, hi.
Well, Dingo was only season 2, so that was early.
Season 1.
You're right. You're correct, sir.
I like that. That's a good sentence to hear. Anyways, I'm gonna stop being a dick now and just this is our Scales Above campaign. They are kind of way off target at the moment, but we'll be getting back to it fairly soon. They're just kind of dealing with some minor problems, world-ending issues, and being trapped in the metaphysical underworld of the universe, where things go to
as one
die.
does.
It just happens sometimes. But they're all having a great time down here. So I'm gonna pass it on to Shannon to tell us who she are. Yep.
Who's she?
Shut up.
Who are
Who I are?
she?
Who am I? Oh, that was right. I meant to not do it right. But anyway, hello everybody. I'm Shannon. I am the community manager here at Paradise. This is my nerd home. And normally you can find me on Monday nights playing our Chaos Pirate Saskia, formerly known as the Party Rogue Scarlet. But tonight, or this time zone or day, whenever you're watching, I am playing the internet. Yeah. Playing one of two barbarians, my beloved Sloane, who straight up died last session. Thank goodness.
Spoilers.
I'm sorry. Yes, I should have called that first, but you're gonna hear about it in the recap anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then something else super sad happened at the very end of last session.
Last
I don't know
session.
if I'm right. Shut up. You go.
No, I'm gonna go last
Why?
because I'm doing the recap.
Yep. So Sarah, we're just gonna ignore Shannon's wishes.
Hi. Hi everyone.
This is my nerd home. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry.
No, you're the community manager. You are above me in this. However, Tig does have bigger muscles. So hi everyone.
It's proven.
It's written in stone, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I am playing our second barbarian in the party. And this is Finny. He's very cute. He weighs 800 grams and he is here for emotional support if you need it, anyone, at this current time, because it is going to be a very emotional session. And that's why he's here. He's helping out. But yeah, Tig's just here to do her best to, literally, her job is just to help others and make everything better without understanding the consequences, generally. But yeah, that's Tig, and I'm going to throw it over to Sean.
Hi, everybody. As I said earlier, I'm the creative director here, but I also play a wizard named Noric in this two barbarians and a wizard party. Very dangerous. But I'm also my wizard is Oryx Solaris, and I am slowly, gradually, and then suddenly becoming a god. And that's fun. Timey-wimey wizard, but also shieldy wizard. Also psychic wizard, also gravity wizard. I am all the best wizards. And yeah, that's me. I'm the DM of the other campaign, Adrift in Aldalore. We run on Monday nights, where I wreak havoc there with mysteries and murders and pirate ships. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good campaign. And I also stream on Thursday nights, which I started up again this week, which is fun. I'm playing currently. It's a variety stream, but currently we're playing a brand new playthrough of Cyberpunk. We're gonna try that out.
I'm very proud of you for tweeting it into existence, because you tweeted it.
You tweeted it into existence.
You did. It was like late Wednesday night, very early Thursday morning.
Oh my
He's like,
gosh.
I'm streaming this, and then you did it.
I
and
did.
I'm very proud
I did.
of you.
Wow.
Yeah. And I did. I manifested it, and I almost didn't because I was painting a room until like 8 o'clock. So I that's why I started late.
As you do.
Can I ask you a question,
yeah.
Sean? Sorry, just to, this has nothing to do with anything except to get the brightness off my face. How do I change D&D Beyond to dark mode? Does it have a dark mode?
Yes, it does. It does. It's ugly, but it's effective.
So bright.
Yeah, it's in if you
Your eyes
actually
are just rectangles.
It does.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
it's fine. Actually, am I in dark mode? I am in dark
Are
mode.
your-
It's actually not
are
that
your-
ugly.
Ah.
So so I actually don't know how to do it for you
Wait,
can't do it for general screens. You can only do it in your player screen, I think.
Oh.
Maybe it's in
Well-
your profile.
So tilt your glasses. This is a thing. Tilt your glasses like no. Tilt them
I knew
up.
that was going to happen.
Tilt them up. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that, and I
Okay.
can't see.
Not too much. That's a little too much.
Yeah, I have to tilt them up like
Perfect.
that much to
Little
do it.
performance.
But the problem with mine is
I
that
know.
I literally can't see properly without them. But looking at the screen, it's
Anyways, back to what we were doing.
Anyways, other things are going to happen on that Thursday night stream: painting minis, crafting materials.
To paint Saskia, Sean.
Yeah, Saskia is stuck in a black and white world right now. Maybe I'll do that next week
whole
before
thing.
playing Cyberpunk.
Next
Also,
week is
Shannon's
Thanksgiving, Sean.
I will not be streaming next week on Thursday. Actually, I might,
forgot.
because my family is doing Thanksgiving the day after because because my sister has to. It doesn't matter. But anyway, we'll be painting stuff, crafting terrain, doing all sorts of stuff, and occasionally I'll be playing video games with Shannon's husband. Because we're having an illicit affair. Anyway.
I can believe it.
I did meet him at a hotel once.
Yeah, I asked him if he was free to FaceTime. He said, no, I'm meeting Sean at a hotel. And I was like, well, okay.
Because Shannon also messaged me at the same night and said, "Do you want to talk Paradise stuff?" And I said, I'm meeting your husband at a hotel.
So I was betrayed by two of them that evening.
But anyway, I think that's enough of our lives. We can jump into the recap
For
from
more
last
of that
session.
kind of banter, come join us on the Sean and Shannon Power Hour on Sundays.
Yep. Where you can get a full hour of this dynamic.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Worth it.
Anyway, last time on roll for damage. I meant to say the skills above. Sorry, the Sirenscape, a demon talked to me. Anyway, we are in Oryx's Mansion of Horrors, my mansion that has been corrupted by demons and other sorts of creatures of horribleness, with a gaping portal to the negative plane consuming everything around us. Very fun. We just finished killing a god, and then also finished nearly being killed by the manifestation of war. We kept her from taking Sloane's sword, which Auric has now, and is an elvish long sword, I believe, is what I had it turn into, which I forgot about. Oh my god, I have a sword. Anyway, and then we went into the mansion to start clearing it out. We cleared out a few rooms, but then we came upon a particularly puzzling room in the apothecary, where we started to look at these tables that had different tinctures on it and coverings, blankets over certain things, and had these little fences around it, which we discerned were anti-magic fences of some variety. Sloane stepped into one of them and vanished. So the next thing that we did was Tig and I stepped into it, and we vanished. We found ourselves in a similar room, but with 3 vases filled with liquids and 3 cups. A rather simple puzzle presented to us by a DM, thinking this is going to be a simple room. They'll get through it and into the boss chamber. We decided this was going to be the hardest room of our entire campaign.
Look, we're barbarians. Barbarians are not smart.
And wizards are too smart, so it's a horrible combination. What we really needed was like a druid. That's what we really needed, or like just a monk, or a simple fighter. Anything but barbarian and a wizard. So we we proceeded to overthink the puzzle, which resulted in me guzzling down some acid, which burned out my throat and killed me, or nearly killed me as I was doing death saves. And then similarly, they, in an attempt to fix the situation, started combining the acid with water from the other vases, which caused an explosion, or at least shattered the glass and boomed into Sloane's face, and it killed her. And she did not do so great on her death saves. Truly a tense death save situation, because I believe we did get to 2 victories and 2 fails for you.
Yeah, it was like each. I had you both at that.
Yeah.
Before I was like, all right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, and before I had to make my final save, Sloane died, or went unconscious, and Tig was the last one remaining, and in a very good display of grief from Sarah, she was left alone and desperate, and decided to take back her eye from Auric's head, which gave her druid level back, which allowed her to cast Healing Word on me, bringing me back to life, so that in her mind, so that I could fix Sloane. And Sloane, though, then died. And I couldn't easily fix Sloane because I don't have resurrection spells. I only have Healing Word also. So we grieved, and then I was given the break to think about how I wanted to word my wish spell to bring Sloane back, which was one of the most stressful moments of my entire D&D career. I love the wish spell as a DM. I absolutely hate it as a player because it is so stressful unless you're just using it for the simple uses. I ended up wishing for us to reverse time to the point before or the point we entered this room, with Tig and I retaining our memories. I cannot affect Shannon because I am a godling, and she has a curse on her that doesn't allow gods to affect her. So I couldn't just wish for her to come back to life. I had to wish for something that would change the context of the situation, and I also could not have her retain her memories because of that. So Sloane was dead, and then suddenly not, and walking into a room with us looking horrified. And Tig was like, "You listen to me. I'm in charge," and went and solved the puzzle.
Amidst all that, Nova started having me roll 4d6, one set at a time, and it took me till the third time to be like, I'm rolling stats for a new character.
Yeah, or at least a temporary character. And Shannon, I'm sure, was ready to throw up the entire time as Sloane was dying or dead, and she was making this new character. Because, as she always says, Shannon does not make backup characters.
I don't make backup characters.
Everyone has their faults. This is Shannon.
It wasn't a
This is
backup
mine.
character. It was a replacement.
I don't make new ones. You
That's
bring
true,
my
that's
old
true.
one back.
Except you 100% did that in Paradise. You made a replacement character.
Because we talked about it and I knew that Scarlet was coming back. Spoilers. So, yeah.
Well, she's dead now. Spoilers. Anyway, to complete this recap, in the process of reversing time everywhere, ever, all at once, everywhere, everything all at once, I started to rapidly ascend to godhood. And I had to make some more stressful rolls. Oh, I also can never cast Wish again. Forgot about that. That happened off stream, but I rolled the percentile dice, and I no longer can cast Wish. Oh boy, which sucks. But I believe I rolled Constitution and what was the other one I rolled? Oh my god, where the hell is Orc? Sorry. I believe I rolled Constitution and Dexterity, or Charisma, one of those two.
Yeah,
I
you
think it might have
rolled,
been.
you rolled like one of your medium, one of your middle, and one of your high stats, and you've still got one of your
Well,
high.
I rolled one of my bad ones, or one of my poorer ones, and then I rolled one of my really high ones because I couldn't add anything to it to help
So it's
boost my
probably
rolls.
strength?
Strength was the very first one I did. It was probably
Yeah.
Charisma
He was
or
like-
right.
Dexterity.
He
Yeah.
was like, I know this is going to go bad. I'm gonna roll strength early.
Yeah. So I passed my god checks, or passed my don't completely combust and become an ethereal god checks. But it was a rapid ascension that started to rip and tear away at my flesh, and I became stars, or at least my physical appearance looks like cosmos within human form or elven form, and I also experienced some rapid effects to my mind. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Rapid effects to my mind where I suddenly did not quite understand who these people were in front of me, because I also couldn't see Sloane anymore because of part of her curse is that gods cannot perceive her. And I just saw Tig there. Didn't know what the hell was going on. It's kind of like I imprinted on Tig, and I was like, "This is my friend, right? All my adventures have been with this person." So I essentially think that everything I've ever experienced with Sloane, I experienced with Tig instead. And I have no idea who Sloane is, and I can't see her. And that's where we ended.
Neither Tig or Sloane know this yet.
No, they just see me looking all starry.
Yeah, I think you still have like your cloak around you and your armor on you. It's just your in it.
Yeah, my skin has become a projection of stars.
Yeah. Okay.
And my eyes are like black holes or stars or something.
I'm going to.
Nova described it very cool in the last session.
Thank you. Right, before we start, does anyone have any questions or anything? No, cool. All right. So,
No.
But confirmation. I just need a confirmation. I got all my spell slots back, I think.
You did.
Was that a
yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
And I got a lot, like my health back as well.
Yeah, you're reinvigorated
God.
completely.
Thank God. I'm gonna
Feel
long
a
rest.
renewed sense of vigor.
Can I also, since I'm reinvigorated, can I re-prepare my spells?
No.
Damn. I knew that was a stretch, but I was wondering if I could swap Wish out now.
Optimism.
Oh.
It's good.
Sorry. Your current spellbook is just like seared onto you. As a you can just sorcerer
well
cast
then-
for while you for effectively today.
Oh, I see. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
That's that too powerful for you, Sean, just to have all of your wizard spells ready to go.
It is a lot. I also have 2.5 other subclasses to
I know.
monitor.
Godhood is a lot to take on.
Yeah.
It is.
It's- There's a thematic thing I'm doing here, and I'm gonna see if you pick up on it as we go.
I also rolled my third portent.
Everyone roll a wisdom save.
No.
Not you, Sean.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've rolled.
15.
I rolled a 2 minus 1
Okay.
for a 1.
You both need to make a choice.
Okay.
Hmm.
A difficult choice?
Yes. Your essence or your mind?
No.
What?
Sarah's had this before.
I need
about-
more information.
That's it. That's all you get. I'm not giving
No,
you
I
any more.
want more. I need more.
This place draws on you, and it has from the start. It's just I've not rolled bad enough at the start of each of these sessions to have it affect you until now. So, you are... If you remember, you're in a place which slowly devours and breaks down people, gods, ideas, and reconstitutes them to be used for the multiverse. And you're being broken down. You're going to lose a part of you. Your essence or your mind.
Are we gonna lose that entirely?
No, you're not just gonna like in Wizcar 1 just lay on the floor. You'll lose something important though.
Essence.
Okay. Roll a d4, Shannon.
I'm using the real dice tonight. You're muted.
I love the
Sean.
confidence from you, Shannon. There.
Thanks. Well, another 1.
Good. You lose a level.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Did
Welcome
you just
to my
did you
world.
did you just get the realization where she could have rolled a 4?
What is what,
Yeah.
what happens if I roll a 4?
You would have
You
lost
lose 4
levels.
levels.
Oh. So what did I lose?
You lost your up strength and con, I
ASI.
think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Because you were already level 19, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so now you're down to 18.
Oh shit. And well, it put me back into death saves because I only had 7 hit points.
Alright, so you just watch her fall to the ground.
Oh, great.
I can't heal you. I can't see you.
No, Shannon!
Motherfucker.
Don't die again!
Give me help, and then I won't.
Can we resolve Tig's
Yeah.
body or essence before this?
Mind or essence?
It goes to the multiverse.
Yep. It gets broken down and is gone forever. It doesn't come back. You can earn levels again and you can make new memories, but the strength you had, you know, is gone.
I feel like a lot of people think this is probably an easy choice for Tig because she's so big and strong, but the thing I value the most is Tig's memories because it took a lot for her to get those back, so I'm actually going to lose my mind.
Wait, you're
My
gonna
essence.
lose your essence, not your mind?
I would rather lose my mind.
You'd rather lose your memories,
Oh no.
not your
Yep.
levels?
I'd rather lose my memories, yeah. I can't help people if I'm not strong enough to do it.
Can't be crying this early. We just started.
Actually, no,
Sarah,
I'm making the decision. I'm going to
You
lose.
said mind. You said mind.
Yeah, I did. I chose mine first. I have to stick with it. There's a lot of downsides to it, but is it all of my memories?
No, just hold up.
Okay.
As you're sitting there, this little twig on the ground, smiling up at you. He just turns to ash and goes.
Oh.
Within a few seconds, you don't remember it ever existing. It's just a breeze inside a building, blowing some ash away. You feel the names pass from you as they leave. Vanny, Nissa, Dominic, Felix, Valistay. Going back further and further in time. Your mom, your dad, and instinctively you reach back into your backpack and pull the dolly that was returned to you a long time ago, that was your only memory of home. And you know it represents something, but you don't know what it is. As you just look into the worn, one-eyed doll. You don't know where home is. You don't know what trees are yours. You know a couple names. It's Icky. Magic man who scared you. There's a weird fat man called Bob. And there's Kernonos. But other than that, you don't remember people, things as well as you used to. The basic events of your life, you know, your battles, and that you've helped people. But the rest is gone. Hey Shannon, roll a death save just because I feel like being a dick.
Oh,
Here we go. 19.
I'm gonna just say that you're unconscious and not death saves. It's fine.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be a bit too mean. Like I'm alive. I almost died. Oh, I'm back to dead again. Okay. So, Auric. Do you still
Yes.
do you still identify with that name?
What was my god name again?
Lunaris,
Lunaris?
the Weaver.
I think he would begin to call himself Lunaris.
As you stand in this room, everywhere you look, the weight of your presence bends space. You can see the walls flex away from you as you look at them. Any light source seems to travel a curved path around anything you are looking at with focus. You can darken an area. When you look down, you can see the floor under you isn't actually touching your feet, as reality, even this unreality at the bottom of the universe, pulls away from you. What's your AC, Lunaris?
14.
Okay, so it's 15. As you have an area of influence around you, that is about not too far away from about a foot maybe, where things tend to warp under your gravity. Attacks that come near you seem to slow down and move slightly out the way. And you're pretty sure with practice you can fly without the use of a spell, but you need the time to practice. Tig is on the floor, a mess. You can just sort of survey your surroundings. You have 2 tables left. And if you want, we'll take a really short break while I check on Sarah.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I'll be right at the back. I'm just going to go to break. Wave. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry I had to take a little break just to make sure everyone was okay. We're going to continue. However, what I explained to Tig just then wasn't an instant thing. It happened over the course of, say, 5 or 6 minutes while Sloane was unconscious. So, Tig, you don't get to make a choice, it's just something you're striking. I just gave the player a choice of what side they were going to lose, right? And you made the choice that you can't help if you can't protect people. So, you gave up your memories. The first thing you feel start to slip will be some of your oldest memories. So, like, you obviously know you have a mother and father, but their voice and the way they look sort of starts to fade away, and you've had a lot of memory magic happen to you in the past, so you know something's going on. So, you're muted, by the way, I think. Or you're just not talking enough.
No, I'm just very quiet, I think.
Okay. So, as those first memories start to split, sorry. What would you like to do?
Alright. I'm gonna go over to Oric and grab his hands very gently. Yeah, Oric, Tiggy, Tig's starting to forget again. It happened last time, but this feels very different. I don't want to, but I have to. I don't want to, because if I don't, then I can't help you, or Sloane. Tig need to be strong, so Tig have to forget. So Tig can be strong, because if Tig not strong, then Tig can't help.
Upon Tig touching Oric's hand, from the point where you touched, you would see his starry skin shifts as he would shift his appearance with Mask of Many Faces to a less awesome form.
Yeah, less. Oh.
But like in the true definition of the word awesome.
Yeah, literally. Oh, in order.
Yeah. Is he would look like pretty normal for Oric, except his eyes would have that starriness sort of drifting in them, and he'd have a very gentle face as he looks down, as I look down to Tig, because I imagine I'm a little bit more eye level with you as I'm slightly hovering.
Yep.
Nova, can I discern what's happening to Tig as she says this to me?
As she starts to mention that she's forgetting, you can probably see, because like I've mentioned in the past, like there's almost always very faint wisps kind of like leave. Guys, you just kind of got used to it by now, and just enough of her being that didn't matter if it lost has gone, that now it's starting to affect something more serious. And looking at it, you're not sure if there's a way to stop it. Make an intelligence check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to ask of him, Tig?
Can you please make sure Tig can go back to her stories and what she remembers? Talk to Hera. We can go find Tig's book. Tig don't want to forget. Tig need to remember is important for Tig's survival.
What did you get, Oric? Oh, no,
14.
What spells do you have access to?
That's what I'm currently taking a look at real quick.
Your many spells. Your holiness.
Well, in this moment where I have access to everything, I have, I don't have Wish anymore, but I have Time Stop, Time Ravage, Singularity, Ravenous Void, Foresight, Reality Break, Dark Star, Clone, Tether, Essence, Teleport, Simulacrum, Reverse Gravity, Magnificent Mansion, True Seeing, Soul Cage, Gravity Fissure, Wall of Force, Temporal Shunt, Teleportation Circle, Telepathic Bond, Telekinesis, Scrying, Molten Entanglement, Legend Lore, Contact Other Plane, Wall of Fire, Locate Creature, Gravity Sinkhole, Divination, Dimension Door, Arcane Eye, Tongues, Pulse Wave, Maglock Snare, Haste,
All right.
Fly,
I guess I'm looking for
Clairvoyance.
your divination spells
Fucking
mostly,
hell.
I guess.
Jesus Christ.
So give me just, you know what? I'm just going to look up your character sheet. I feel like that will help me get a better understanding. But thanks for just flexing.
So I mean, divination wise, I have comprehend languages, detect magic, identify, borrowed knowledge,
what does
detect
borrowed knowledge
thoughts.
do?
You draw knowledge from spirits of the past. Choose one skill in which you lack proficiency. For the spell's duration, you have proficiency in the chosen skill. Spell ends early if you cast it again.
And detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts. Yep. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. If the creature you choose is intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected, blah, blah, blah. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, but then you can basically dive deeper. The creature does a saving throw to buff you, and you can go pry deeper into their mind.
Okay.
That seems a little more relevant here.
By the way, I have Tig's journal. Not Tig, Hera's journal.
Would you like to go for a dive in someone's brain?
100%.
Can I
so
tell
before
him what I'm thinking of right now before he does that?
I
mentioned Hera.
One moment. He's going to do a lot.
Okay.
1 second. What's the last thing Tig said to work?
I said go to Hera, find Tig's book. Tig can't forget it's important for her survival.
I just want to write that down so I don't forget it.
Go to Hera, find Tig's book.
All right, so
can I
this
just...
Yes.
Second. Do you feel like being a little awesome?
Oh, please. He's
Always.
so awesome.
Okay.
That's all I do.
I realize
Not a
I
little.
have no music that is like wonder. It's all just like dark travel, whatever. So, hmm. As you gather power to yourself, if you would like, you can cast both Detect Thoughts and Borrowed Knowledge. A bit of a twist, a bit of a different way. You won't actually gain any knowledge from this, but you are drawing on the spirits.
I could if I.
Borrowed Knowledge, I don't believe, is concentration, so you can't actually cast them both. It's just you're doing it differently.
Yes. The only other spell that I can think of that might be stronger than borrowed knowledge that could help in this situation is legend lore.
That's a 6th level, yeah?
5th level.
5th level. Let me have a look. You do not have it on your sheet, apparently.
Yeah, it's in my spell book.
Okay. Right, so hope this isn't too bad. Of course, it's fucking straight up singing. Alright, just out of nowhere. Would you... What spells are you willing to burn? What spell slots?
Beyond what those two cost normally.
Yeah.
I mean, I would upcast this easily to a 7th level, if necessary, with the one in the 5th level burned as well. And I mean, I'm willing to burn more than that.
What? I feel like Auric would know kind of what to do. Yeah. So...
My mind, Auric wants to peer into her mind as these are being pulled away into the void and take them into himself.
That is exactly what I'm thinking. You're effectively writing this story onto yourself, into your mind. But I thought for flavor we could have a bit of borrowed knowledge in there at the same time. So
I'll burn that too. I'll do 3 spells.
I'm thinking. Cast Detect Thoughts.
Yeah.
Go diving into Tig's mind. And you're remembering these things if they're your own memories. You can kind of partition them off to know they're Tig's. But everything Tig tells you, borrowed knowledge calls on the spirits and they start manifesting around you, acting out how they were as Tig remembers them until they disappear, and then you'll just see that spirit kind of go. So you can almost like track the memory losses.
Right now, when I tell him to go to Hera and find Tig's book, I'm thinking about out the front gate of Tig's library where we had Baphomet, and we opened the door, we walked in, we met Hera, we found everyone's books, and we went through and lived Tig's life for a little while. And then, you know, the entrance to how to get into the library, the battle with Felix and Valistay against Baphomet, giving Felix Tig's heart, and then finally meeting Hera and talking to her, and also then remembering back to the first puzzle room that Tig went in with Vanny, and then we finished the puzzle and got to meet Athena, and Tig got the gift of the golden apple and got the mark of Athena, and then thinking back to giving that that last gift to Auric to bring him back for Sloane, sort of linking all those memories back and the place and how we got in and everything we had to do. So I think about all those things.
Okay. So, as she thinks back, you see female ranger with her wolf companion laughing with a tall elven woman, red hair, and the sort of like giant form of Tig standing with them. You see them move through, like just kind of like snapshots of a series of adventures they went on together. You see her attend a lunch in the elven forest with the wild elves with a small human swordsman, a tall Shadakai with a scythe, and a... Make a religion check, Sean.
$29.
And before he was deified, the god Domenicus, who is the god of travel. He looks tired. You see a small girl playing at home with her father, and her mother sewing a doll, giving it to this like 4-year-old girl, reaching up, hands out, just wanting the freshly made dolly. As each of those individuals starts to vanish.
Can I have a few narrative rights there as this is happening? So all of this begins to happen upon your last plea to Auric. And while you're holding one hand, he turns to you, or I turn to you, and the other hand comes up to your cheek to wipe the tears away, as he would say at first, "Be not afraid." As those images would, as Nova detailed them, begin to appear around. And with each one, as Nova narrated, bubbles up and vanishes, or continues to speak to you through this. Like as if to keep you calm. His eyes appear like your eyes, as he is experiencing these memories. And as they vanish to the spirits that take them, a piece of them floats like the stars into Auric's eyes, where it is manifested into the taking a bit of liberty. Feel free to wrench this away from me, Nova, but I feel like casting the 3 spells and burning the 7th level spell slot, these little stars that he's pulling are being concentrated into the Legend Lore spell, as what he can recall with the Legend Lore spell about these memories as they're being written into his essence to hold on to for her. As he would just sort of be whispering to you in this moment as these lights are around us and vanishing, as despite his iciness, as he usually is, godhood has opened a little bit of his heart, I think, or near godhood, as he would just be whispering to you slowly throughout these visions, bubbling and fading. A life lived. Friends. So many places. A story. A spark in an infinite darkness. A miracle. Will not be consumed
today. Be not afraid. Your story remains.
Say to him, but what about Sloane? And I think about the first time I met Sloane and the times when I've talked to Auric and Sloane has gone. And I think about my drawing on the tablet, and I think about the times that I have watched her do her study with Auric, and you could probably feel this emotion coming out of that memory of that feeling of I'm missing out on something. Something's missing, and it's there. Why is it not mine? Like, I want that. I want what that is. And then this sort of probably this spotty memories between Auric and Tig. And there's no Sloane in them, of those moments that Auric and Tig have had a one-on-one. And thinking, oh, this is that feeling of homeliness.
Auric.
And the memories of doing that with Sloane.
Linares. Because this person opened their mind to you, and you are damn near a god at this point, you don't just get thoughts on specific memories. Get her whole life that she can remember, and a good deal that she can't. There's still pieces there, just not quite connected in her mind how they usually are, but you're throwing magic firing neurons that shouldn't usually be allowed to connect. It's seeing everything. And there's something bothering you and you don't know as you're watching him prowl forest. Small motes of starlight gather in the air around you. A constellation surrounds the galaxy and a universe, all interconnected. Small golden, silver, silken threads. A beautiful spider web that makes up all the connections a brain would have. He draws down paths, trying to figure out why this woman is always around him. Doesn't remember. In a burst of golden light that just falls to the ground like embers. For an instant, Auric, Linares, you can see Sloane's outline on the floor and the ghostly image of someone you are meant to know standing over her. Before it all fades. You know there's someone that you're meant to know. You know there's someone here. But much like Tig can't remember certain things, you can't quite grasp it either. But at least now you know that there's something happening.
To you, Tig, Auric looks just completely out of it, and that furrowed brow that Nova narrated as he's stopped talking to you and is looking through you now, as opposed to into your eyes. His eyes return to his own as that galaxy drops like gold and silver dust.
Back. Your back is pretty.
Sloane
Memories look pretty.
has the tiniest feeling of these motes of light settle on your skin, fizzle out. Kind of this like pop rock feeling all across your body. You wake up to Auric staring at you. Or can't see her. You're just staring at where the outline was.
Oric, I'm Oric. Sorry, Sloan. I imagine this happens like right as Tig is starting to say, "Bring back the pretty lights," and Oric is staring at Sloan where she's supposed to be. I would turn my head back to Tig and just say,
Who was that woman?
Put to the floor to Sloan, like, Sloan? I reach down to her and I'm going to start like holding her up because obviously she's collapsed. I'm just like,
he nods.
What's
Sloan
happened? What's going on? Are you all right? Is everything? Are you okay? Oric, are you okay? What's the matter? What's the matter?
He's asking me who you are. All right.
Did he must have just hit his head. That's what happens. It's happens before.
Yeah.
He hit his head and
what's that word? What's the word when you hit your head and forget things? All right. Tig do it to people all the time.
A concussion, amnesia.
Nautica. Yeah.
I assure you, Tig, my mind is clear.
Why does he sound different? Why do you sound different?
I don't know that woman. Who was she? She's always been around in our adventures. I don't know who she is.
He's talking about you, right? Tig.
You are my closest friend. Who is she?
And at this, Sloan just reaches into, or I reach into my pocket and I take out a piece of paper and I take out a quill and I just immediately furiously start scribbling.
Yeah. Oric, you see Tig sort of like sit there and have you can see the cogs turning in her brain right now. She's like, Sloan.
This. Can you see that? Here, Tig, you hold this. Hold it up. I don't hold. Can you see?
Okay.
Look, I did that right. I did.
Can you see this? Can you read?
See, Tig seems to have this piece of paper apparate to her hand. She's holding up a piece of paper with a name on it.
I did it right. Tell him I did it
Some
right.
of the
I
letters
did.
are backwards.
Tig,
But I did this.
you're still writing your S's backwards, Tig.
What?
Is this who this woman
That's
is?
my name.
All right, can you do me
That's
a
my
favor,
name.
please, and cover your ears? Okay? Do for Tig. Now, you do for Tig. Okay?
I raise my hand and you see this sort of bubble goes around me as I cast silence on myself.
Okay, I turn to Sloan.
What is happening?
Sloan.
I know he can't see me, but we can fix that. I will do something.
Sloan, listen to Tig. Tig gave up a very special present to bring back Oric so that Oric could save you. And Oric gave up a lot to save you. And I think that means that he had to give up remembering you so that you could still be here. And he thought that it would be worth it so that you could still see him, but I don't think he can see you. And I think his memory has got all bubbles and fuzzy and moldy, and now he thinks Tig is Sloan, but Sloan is stronger than Tig. So Tig will not go home anymore. Tig will stay here so that Oric can still see Sloan, even if it's through Tig's eyes. Okay? That's Tig's new job now. Okay? Tig don't need to go home. Tig need to stay here so that Oric can see you. Okay? Just because you can't see something does not mean it's not there. Okay? Okay? Tig fix. Tig fix. Okay? Tig know how to fix this. Oric.
You can't
I'm
fix
waving at
this.
Oric. I'm like, Oric.
He steps out of the silence.
Oric, you see Tig. You see Tig, yeah?
He nods.
Okay. Watch. So Sloan is Tig friend. You can't just because you can't see does not mean it's not there. It's like little kid thinking about holidays or a special occasion. You know, the occasion going to be here and someone special going to bring present, but just because you can't see them doesn't mean they don't exist. You believe in that. Okay? It's called believing. So can you see Tig? Okay? And I'm gonna peel off some of the bark. I'm gonna crack it off of my arm. I'm gonna put it on Sloane's arm. Like, you still see Tig, right? You still
Yes.
see
While Sloan is holding it, you can. Sorry, while Tig is holding it, you can see it kind of pressed against something.
Tig, slow down. She's still here.
Can you see Tig's bark here?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you
Okay.
hear
Is
me?
the woman
like-
still
like-
here?
Uh-huh.
And when
Can
she
you
lets
hear
go
me?
of the bark, it's still attached to Sloan. It disappears.
Yeah. Can you still see Tig here and there?
Oric
can't
looks
hear me.
to you, Sloan. Like, obviously can't see you, but Oric looks
Yeah.
to where you are standing because this vanished. And he steps closer to you. I step closer to you, and you feel that warping effect as I get close.
Do you see the woman here?
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm right. Can I reach
She's-
out and try and grab his hands?
Your hands pass through him.
No. I'm right here. I'm right here.
She's talking to you. Can you hear her?
I'm right here.
Spirit, a ghost of some memory.
No, I am real. I am real.
She's
Tig, we
real.
don't have time for this. You're fading. We need to get out of here.
It can't die.
You're losing yourself.
I don't
You
care.
may not die, but there are worse fates. You
But
need to
Sloan's
leave.
important.
Linaris, if you wish to, you know that as soon as someone, Tig, must have been Tig, stepped into the gates by the table, it pulled you all into that realm. If you wish to try another table to move things along, because you have to get your friend out of here, where you got to go.
Oric, I would immediately turn from you, Tig, and you see that sort of
Shit.
somewhat glowy skin that he had apparated over himself vanishes, and he's starlight again.
Okay. Oh, wait.
We must continue. Come.
Okay. I'll grab his hand. Do I grab his hand?
You do.
Like physical. Okay, I'm gonna grab Sloan.
So, you had balance, bravery, and faith.
We went to the faith table already, didn't we?
Yes. Which one is next?
I'm just
Bravery.
pulling up my old notes. Oh.
All right. I think we go to your table now. Have to stay in the middle to make sure that Sloane is always here. No one get left behind.
So which one are you
Ever.
going to?
Which one did we go to? Which one was the last
Faith.
one?
The last
was
time.
the first one.
Okay. So that we did do Oryx then.
Yes.
So, yeah, because bravery was
Bravery was Sloan and
Right.
balance was Tig.
Yeah. That's what we just heard.
We would go. I would start heading towards Bravery.
Okay.
Ooh.
Start up again. I just gotta make sure it's not too damn loud.
It's too damn loud. I've written so many notes. I used up 2 pencil leads in the last session.
There you go. And have a little. Jesus Christ.
Get the shit out of me.
Just this demon voice of raw.
I thought
Okay.
it was the bird.
So, anyways, back on track. Sorry, balance or bravery? Which one next? Oryx, since Lunara, since you headed off first, I have to get you saying that name.
I went with Bravery.
Okay. You step into the area, and as you step through, Tig is just teleported next to you. You are there too, Sloan, but he cannot see you.
I'm holding tight to
how
Sloane's
many
hand.
hit points do I have?
You
Can I have them all, please?
will be
Oh.
You're at 1 hit point.
Oh
That's not all of them.
No.
no! Just reverse it. Sloan.
Just
It's
don't
okay.
get
Just take
hurt
off
and
1
you'll
hit
be
point.
fine. He chose the table without the alchemical ingredients, right? You got this.
Real quick, how much health did you have when you walked into that previous room, Shannon?
Oh God, I don't.
I know
I don't
that's
remember
probably
what it was.
incalculable right now, but technically
It
that's
is.
what your health would have been at.
It was all of it.
No,
No, it
she had
wasn't.
like
I
7
don't-
hit points, but then she lost a level, so it went down to 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I don't remember.
this
what it was.
room that you walk into, Lenaris, has no note, just a table with a ring of runes on them. A large button is in the center of the table. It's very obvious that it can be pushed on. That is all. The room seems to be about 50 feet by 50 feet.
Do I know what these runes are? Or what kind of runes they are?
It looks like there are 12 different languages here.
Excellent. I would see these. Nope, I will not. I'm not casting comprehend languages. I am going to use my divination features.
Ooh.
As where is it? Which one is it? It's the third eye. That's what it is. My eyes would alight for a second and then dim down as I would use my actually, no, a third eye would alight in my forehead, and I'll use my third eye ability to understand all languages. Or read any language.
What I'll say is, because technically right now you're just a man of cosmic stuff.
Yeah. I'm just stars.
what I'll say is from somewhere in your body, as you look at this, 2 stars drift up where your eyes would be, and then a third one will drift up to your head, and they'll start like rotating faster and faster. It's just a swirl of 3 bright, larger than the rest stars that represents your third eye and that kind of like focus on this. It is a clock.
Ooh. Clock with a button in the middle. A 24-hour clock? Or a 12-hour clock?
12.
And all the symbols are a different language?
Yes.
More or less a clock. It's close. It's easiest to call it a clock. Go with that.
I'm gonna go look at the clock as well. Each symbol, is it in a segment that, like, are there segments drawn out on the floor or on the wall or the roof?
Just a ring of things.
Okay. Do I recognize any of those symbols?
What language do you speak? What language do you read? You don't read.
I don't read, no, but would I recognize having seen the symbol when I was like, Gnomish and Dwarvish from when I went to school?
There's a Gnomish one there. There's a
Common,
Dwarvish one there.
Druidic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
There's a Sylvan one there. Yep.
Okay.
I'd say you recognize 1, which is the Sylvan, which will be 8.
Okay. I know what this one is.
I go push the button.
The runes light up, and you hear a thunk just at the edge of the room, as some gears were somewhere.
I didn't do that.
But if you
But I
press
wish
it
I did.
down, the moment you let go of it, all the runes go dark again.
I'm gonna push and hold the button.
I'm gonna go up to the wall and start listening to the brick. Like.
Yep, so you're right. So you walk the 50 feet to the wall, or the 25 feet, I guess.
I want to start listening to the gears and everything, try and track
Yes.
where they are in the wall.
The wall you're against moves 5 feet in. You take 10 points of damage as you are thrown back. And
Ow.
you'll see that one of the runes goes dark. After 10 seconds, one wall's moved in 5 feet, and another wall's moved in 5 feet. So the room has just got smaller.
Tig, is this your ghost that is holding the button down?
Her name is Sloane. And yes.
Are you still
You
holding
take your finger off.
No, it's staying on.
Okay.
Wait, you're still holding the button?
Yes. I'm still holding the button.
Sloane, what are you doing?
This was called bravery, right?
Yeah.
I think the point of this is to see how long you last before you give up.
The third
Okay.
light turns off, and the end walls in.
Okay.
4,
Then I will help you.
5.
I'm gonna go over and press
6.
the button down as well.
All the runes turn red.
All
You're now
right,
standing
come
in a
help.
room about 20 by 20 feet. You have seen, as it's moved in, some of the broken floor tiles have been ripped up and shattered. The lights have been passed over. The lanterns have been ripped off the walls.
What is
5,
happening, Tig?
4.
The point of this one is to be
3.
brave. We need
All
to
the
keep the
lights
timer
in
down.
the room go out. The runes turn
Tell me what to
Purple.
do.
and start
Come here and
flicking
press
on
the
and off.
button.
Now Oric will press the button, as he did not hear anything Sloane said, so he had no idea what you were doing.
When you get down 2, where are you all standing?
Around. I'm intending to stand in a circle around the button. holding his hand.
Oric would have just stood whatever is across from Tig.
Imagine you're kind of standing, like I'm standing
Like-
across from Tig. So
I'm like
you're
standing inside Sloane.
Yeah.
I'm going to move them so that it's 3, 6, and 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And all the while, Nova here
Yeah.
as he's anytime he says, "Is that your ghost? What are you doing? What is she doing?" Like I slowly am getting a little bit angrier each time that he's not recognizing me or acknowledging my presence.
Tig.
Huh?
The wall you're standing closest to just and hits you again. This time you take 20 points of damage. As you're slammed into, you tumble across the table. I need both Sloane and Lenaris to make dexterity saves to not be knocked off the button. And you'll all be in the same 5-foot square at the moment. Literally having to crawl on top of the table as part of the table gets broken by the wall coming in.
13.
So what kind of save again? Sorry.
Dexterity.
Dex.
Is this a spell? No, I know it's not. I'm just kidding. I just have new features, so I'm going to ask about them. I would like to use my reaction, though. When Tig gets hit, I would like to use my reaction to project a ward upon her to... oh, wait, no, I don't have my arcane ward up. Never mind. I'm learning.
No worries.
It's a 19.
Yeah, cool. You're fine. You're both fine.
Really? With a 13?
Yeah, DC was 13.
Great.
Um,
Okay. Oh, good.
it wasn't like an arrow or a boulder, it was just Tig. It's fine.
As I'm pushed forward, I'm going to wrap my arms around Oric, hold on to him tightly. I'm going to tell Sloane to jump up on my shoulders, or just so that we're all in one group, because I feel like the floor's going to drop out or
The
something.
walls close in. You start to feel that pressure. 2, 1. And the wall in front of you just falls away, leading towards the door at the end.
Sloane, thank you for being smarter than Tig and Oric.
What are you talking about?
She said it was about being brave.
I was brave to hold the button until as the room got smaller.
Yeah.
The ghost told you to do this.
Her name
I'm not
is
a ghost.
Sloane.
Sloane told you to do this.
Yeah.
Tell him I'm not a ghost. I'm right here. I'm here.
She's not a ghost. She's right here.
And you've already forgotten Sloane. Again, the name. You remember it for about 5 seconds anytime someone tells you that it's gone.
You don't remember either?
Me.
No, Tig remembers. It's just...
No.
Oh, okay.
No, me. Like, basically, I learn it and lose it immediately. As
Lose
long
it.
as they're
Got
like
it, got it.
talking about you,
I see,
guess
I see.
I'll remember if it's like this new person is a Sloane too.
Got it.
Like, this is the only Sloane I know.
Yeah.
It's not a
I
common name.
will help Sloane down off my shoulder. Hold her hand. Can you take us out? Please.
Yep. And I lead them out.
Okay.
Grab Oric by the hand and we sort of shuffle. I imagine shuffle.
There's just one table left. The door at the end of this place, which had the 3 big rooms around it, the bravery and faith are lit up. You just get the third one lit. Maybe the door will open.
Okay, what's this last one? I can't read.
This is balance.
Oh.
Are the words in are they words on the door? Or are they in
Oh god, I can't remember what
symbols.
I said they were written in now.
They were written in a different language, and Oric was able to understand
was
them.
able to read.
Told
Okay, never mind
everyone
then.
what they were.
told
Yep,
everyone
okay.
what they were. Yeah.
I think they were infernal.
Yeah, I think they were infernal.
Yep, that sounds right.
So, do you enter the last table's gate? Gates table? Yep, table gate.
So what's this
Yes,
last
yes.
one? Is last door is for Tig?
Yes.
So think about just like what you would
Tig
do.
don't need to think. If the door is for Tig, then Tig just go. That's the whole point.
So,
Tig don't think. Tig
this
just
one
do.
is covered in alchemical reagents. Or from your work here, you know there's enough to make maybe 30 healing potions, along with a bunch of other things.
Oh,
There's
dear.
also the stuff here to use for spell components. There's just piles and piles of it. You might want to get a pen and paper for this.
Yeah.
Christ, no! I feel like we got the doors wrong.
So,
All right, go ahead.
I'll read this to you. Ahem. A dusty table is covered in components with a note affixed to the table saying, "In all things, balance."
Oh.
There are 2 sockets for vials on the table, along with a rack holding a series of spell components and 6 empty glass vials. Blood is splashed on the table.
Oh no, it's me.
Apart from just the alchemical stuff for healing, there is the following.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
a jar of water, a few
Okay.
jagged pieces of quartz in a bag, a crystal party hat, phosphorus, niter, tar, sulfur,
What was before tar?
Niter.
What was it? Sorry.
Niter, Niter.
That's what I thought.
Yep, tar,
Okay.
sulfur, bat guano, fur.
Burr.
Yep, fur, like boots with the fur. A rod of amber, a rod of glass, a rod of crystal, a bag of silver pins, a bundle of charred twigs, a pitted diamond, a jar labeled slug bile, rhubarb leaf, and adder's stomach. That is all of the ingredients on the table.
Okay. Spell components. I wish I had the spells memorized. I can get some of
So,
these, but
I'm gonna walk over to the table.
While Tig's messing around, you can try think of maybe what these might be for.
yeah, I comb through my spell book first to see.
Isn't
Well,
the back guano for
on
wall
my
of
body.
fire?
No, back guano is. Yes, it is. You're right. It is wall of fire. Thank you. I got that wrong. I said fireball.
I'm gonna
All I can to
Sniff the
thank William
table.
O'Brien for that.
From
But he always
Critical Role,
just draws his hand through back guano to make his wall of fire. So then
You're both right.
Sloan has what? What'd you say?
I know what
You're both
we're
right.
both right. I think it's the reagent for both. Phosphorus, I know, is dancing lights.
A lot of things do serve 2 spells. So, and you know,
I
I have no problem if you go to your spellbook / player's handbook or Onaris to flick through and see. things.
Yeah. Because I mean, I technically would have that knowledge imprinted on my body.
I'm gonna go over to the table and sniff the table and run my hand through the blood and feel it. What's the texture like? Is this fresh? Is this dried and coagulated?
It's at best, at worst, sticky, but most of it's dried.
Okay.
Does not taste great. It tastes slightly diseased.
Ooh,
I'm just gonna go lick the wall. I'm like, nah.
Rub your tongue on the textured wall.
Yep.
Is tar slow?
Like, this is gross.
Sounds right.
Someone's sick, and this is disgusting.
The gold, the diamond party hat or the crystal party hat. That spell is in the tip of my tongue because I remember Wiswick casting it.
Casting what?
Whatever spell the party hat is for.
I'm gonna pick up the party hat. Yeah. Who has one of these? They're great.
Well, wait.
Mine's just better.
Tig, because Sloan obviously would not have put together that the Bakwano is a wall of fire, but
Yeah.
you said, Tig, you said it's for a wall of fire. Somebody said it's for a wall of fire. There's a jug of water, right? Water. So
Yeah, a jar of water.
If this is about balance, fire, water. That's a balance. That's a match.
Okay. Pick up the jar of water, put it next to the back bottle. Ta-da! I did it!
Yeah, the fur, enhanceability.
Pick up the fur and I start waving it around and I like put it on my head like a hat. I wrap it around like a scarf. Give myself a little bit of a scrub with it. I'm just like,
I imagine Adder's stomach might be arrow of poison or arrow of acid.
Is it?
Maybe.
Yeah, let me look.
Tell you what, make an intelligence check on us.
19.
Okay, I will tell you a couple of these that I think you've kind of mentioned before.
A jar of water might be wall of water.
Hmm.
So the Adder
Or
stomach,
create water and destroy water.
Adder stomach is for Melf's acid arrow.
That's what I thought. Okay.
The bat guano and sulfur is for fireball.
Cut together their fireball.
Mm-hmm. Not all of these things are just
Individual.
one spell.
Yep. That makes sense. Jagged quartz in a bag. Rod of glass. It's so annoying because I've like looked at these so many times.
The thing is, not many DMs make you use spell components. It's kind of why
I love using spell components. Oh.
Did we have a block of granite?
Okay. No. Phosphorus is wall of fire. It also does do dancing lights, but I imagine this is wall of fire. Because dancing lights, it's phosphorus or certain things.
Did you say there was charred sticks, charred twigs?
Yes,
A
yes,
bundle of
charred twigs.
Yep.
Witch bolt?
I knew that. Well, I didn't, obviously, but at one point in my life, I did.
Yeah.
Do we say it's just crystal or rod of crystal?
Oh,
I've got it
small
here,
piece
so-
of quartz.
quartz in a bag.
Quartz in a bag.
Crystal party hat, phosphorus, niter, tar, sulfur, bat guano, fur, rod of amber, rod of glass, and a rod of crystal, bag of silver pins, a bundle of charred sticks, rhubarb leaf, and adder's stomach.
You missed slug
Yes.
bile and a pitted diamond. But what
Slug
did you
bile.
ask? Someone asked something about the quartz?
I did. Is it wall of ice?
I mean, I'm not going to give the non-wizard all of it, but I'm sure in some in
Sorry.
character discussion
Should I
might
stop?
help.
Should I stop looking?
No, you can have
It's-
do in character discussion because, like, you know, you've
He
been
can't
around.
hear me.
Ah, shit!
Slug
You can do-
bile and
you
a
can do it
diamond,
with-
you
You
said?
can do it with Tig though.
Diamond?
Yes,
Was there-
there
yeah.
was a pitted diamond. You can talk
Pitted.
to Tig who can talk to you and Benares. It's fine. So,
But
I'm gonna
Sloan, this is Shannon doing all this because Sloan wouldn't have any of this knowledge.
yeah. But yes,
I'm
thought
just
is
gonna
that
look for
you
my-
were,
Sloan
you
perhaps
were correct on the thoughts. I'll give you that one.
Sloane's probably heard Auric talking about all this while he's been going through his notes and teaching her and trying to do their tutoring sessions. So it's just sparking little memories.
Yeah.
You know what it
She's
could be?
just like,
You know what?
I
You know
went
what
to
could be
school
really
and counted to 5.
a really fun reason why Sloan might just randomly know these things is Auric might have just had her writing spell descriptions.
Spell
That was actually why I
That's a
thought
good
I was
idea.
like, you're like,
Like not like
Yeah.
I was like obviously
Yeah.
I'm not like you don't know how to use these equations to make the
Sure.
spells, but at least
Sure.
have you write me the descriptions of spells and what their components are. Because Auric did have a goal of kind of turning Sloan into a clerk at one point and writing
so
things for him.
Cute.
that's what I
So
thought.
he
I was
would've,
like, you
at
can
some point-
organize these spell components for me. Yeah.
Exactly. He always
That's a
had
good
an
idea.
intention of having Sloan because she wanted to learn to write. That he would be like, you just need to get your letters right. Practice this inventory book I have from the library. So I imagine what you're doing, Sloan, right now is looking through your messy notebook, looking for spells that I told
So
you to
many
write down over and
backwards
over
letters.
again.
Yeah.
Linares,
Great idea.
what
That's great.
Yes.
are you going to try something with this?
Jesus. Not without more knowledge. I think he would be looking at things and being like, have identified the spells we've identified. I imagine I'm less so like moving around and more so like my eyes are rapidly, or the stars of my eyes are rapidly moving through from item to item to item to item, trying to go to my mind palace to put them all together into something
You will
balanced.
notice that by the 2 sockets for vials, there is
Oh
a
yeah, I forgot about all that.
little symbol for power. Just like a common symbol that is used in Magecraft for when you need to push a spell slot into whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you said there's an empty rack for components.
There's a rack holding a series of spell components, which is what you're looking at. So
Oh, sorry. So there's six empty vials and 2 sockets for vials, and then a spell slot.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Okay, interesting. So in each vial, we'll probably be putting the components, and then have to put a spell slot into it to initiate them both to create a balanced
Tell
thing.
Auric that
I was just gonna say I actually didn't write down the answer to this. I just had to figure it out again myself. I've got it. I'm glad I got it again. Continue.
tell Auric that the rhubarb leaf and the adder stomach are for the acid arrow.
Oh, okay. What are those?
You will know what they are.
Okay. Auric,
And tell him I did it.
Sloan said, because Tig not know this kind of crap. Tig, so Auric, Sloan told Tig that rhubarb, stomach, and adder are
Of
for
course.
acid.
Of course.
Oh, and
Together.
then
I only caught the adder's stomach.
Adder
And then
stomach.
tell him
Is that the
that
ghost?
Shut up, Auric!
tell him that's the fur and the rod of crystal is lightning bolt.
And she said the fur and the rod of crystal are for lightning bolts. Sloan said that.
Of course, I thought the fur might be a bat's and be for enhanced ability, but perhaps not.
Well, Sloan is smarter than you then.
Who is Sloan?
Sloan is my friend, and she's your friend too, because she's my friend.
Is this a ghost or an
Just
imaginary
because you
friend?
can't. She is Tig imaginary friend. And
Okay.
my imaginary friend is your best friend. Do you want to upset Tig? And I stomp my foot like a toddler.
No. But
Can
if
you
your
say hi to
friend can...
Tig's best friend, please? My imaginary friend, please. Say hello, Sloan.
Is she right here?
I point to her.
Hello, Tig's imaginary friend.
No, you say
Thank
hello,
you.
Sloan.
Who is Sloan?
My friend. Please say hello, Sloan.
Hello, Sloan. Thank you for the help.
Thank you,
You taught it to me. Tell him that. Tell him you taught it to me.
You taught it to her, okay?
Benares,
You need
all
to
you
Taught
remember
this
remember.
to you.
No.
I taught this to you, and if this is how you can remember, then okay.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy. Tig's still going to correct you. I stomp off like a toddler. I'm gonna go lie under the table.
Okay. Benares, what is your play here? As the only man with spell slots.
I know,
Okay,
but
what
I
the fuck
need.
is it?
I want to know more. I need to know more.
I'm so fucking useless in this room right now.
Okay, so we have a wall of ice. Was the quartz
Yep.
in the bag?
Yep. The guano and the sulfur was fireball, right?
Our fireball. And then the phosphorus is the wall of fire.
And the rhubarb and the
acid arrow.
yep.
And the charred twigs.
Is witch bolt.
Switch ball, and the rod of crystal and fur is lightning bolt.
Yep. I'm still looking for the others.
I'm gonna start pairing these things off when Sloan and Auric both tell me what they're for. I'll be like, these things and go here. And if it's a lightning thing, I'll draw a little squiggle. And the fire one, I'll just be like, fire. And
Perhaps,
this one for water.
You have dirt.
Wipe some snot on the table.
No, we have small
And
stuff.
this one for Ray. And by the way, Auric and Sloan, blood on the table is yucky. Like, person is very sick who left it here.
Tell him the cone is cone of cold.
This is for cold.
the cone?
Yeah, where does it go?
Which cone?
The crystal party hat. It's in the
Crystal
shape
party
of a
hat.
cone.
Oh.
Can I just give
Protocol?
Shannon a high five being the smartest person at the table for a moment?
Nice, you crushed
Protocol.
both of these puzzles.
Shannon fucking loves this puzzle right now.
Good, because I'm fucking useless. I'm seriously the most useless person in this room right now. For being the, I'm the Babel fish of the party.
Oh.
Oh, ooh.
I have another one.
It's ooh
The-
sound.
Question, DM, does the is there multiple pieces of fur? Could it be split across different things, or we can only use it once?
Yeah. Like there's like one long strip of fur, but there's also like a few bits that are being cut off that, so you could
Okay, all right. Great.
actually make up enough to do whatever you need to.
Okay,
I have
great.
taken the strip of cloth and tied it around my head, and I'm using the other bits, and I'm doing like a little.
She's the Karate Kid with the strip on the head.
Yeah,
Slug
I'm
mile.
doing the whole the praying mantis thing. I'm playing dress up right now and just
Take the fur. We have a glass rod, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the pins, that's chain lightning.
Okay. So I
Tell him I said that.
Sloan,
Please keep reminding him.
I will. Sloan said that this and this.
Who is Sloan?
Tig friend.
Your imaginary
Sloan.
friend?
I'm not imaginary.
She's not imaginary.
The water is armor of
What did she
Agathis.
say?
She said that this and this and this are chain lightning and which one, Sloan?
Water.
Oh.
Armor of Agathis.
Oh, and this armor of Agamemnon.
Agathis.
Abacus.
The slug bile is vitriolic sphere.
I don't know how to say that word.
When you say pitted diamond, Nova, what do you mean by that?
The diamond with pits.
It's got like bits taken out of it.
I will go double check the spell icon.
Resurrection.
That diamond is not worth much.
Resurrecting a slug.
Yeah, the diamond is not worth a lot. That's kind of what it is. It's just a shitty diamond.
Got it.
I want you guys to think of how these particular, like Shannon did pretty well with the party hat. Just because it's a bundle of charred sticks, there might be another spell which just needs a stick, right? Like you can, different components can be used for things. Sorry to the audience if you're not enjoying this puzzle simulator, but
Auric.
Try and solve it on your own. Points to whoever
Power.
solves it first.
Okay. So this is balance.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wall of fire, wall of water. Balanced, right? Or would be wall of fire and wall of ice is balanced. Because if we have a jar of water, we can do wall of water, because wall of water only requires a drop of water.
Yeah, so does the armor, but I don't. Yeah. The blood, I think, is Bane.
Well,
Nice.
no.
Do we have the components for bless here?
Holy water.
I guess I could bless this water since I'm a
Yes,
god.
you can.
You are.
I can make this water holy.
Just by holding it, doesn't it become holy water?
What were the ingredients for Bane?
Blood. Just blood. A drop of blood.
Blood isn't really
Yeah,
a
a bunch of
drop;
blood.
it's more of like flakes. But yeah,
Well, there's a lot of it on the table, and it's diseased. Is there a thing that requires diseased blood?
I thought it was blight, but
No, Blaze more of
Blight
a
doesn't have
drain
components.
the.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ulrich and Sloan. This not balance Tig is used to, but Tig know that, well, Tig, fire is part of nature, and so is water to get rid of fire. But smart people use sand, but most people use water, because then water creates smoke, and then everyone finds you. But so what you probably did I use that? Yeah, probably do is make the wall of fire, and then you turn it off with a wall of water, and then you
Balance.
do a thing, and then you turn it off. Balance. You can't have. See. All right. Come here. So open your eyes. Okay. So you see Tig. So it's light. Okay. But you would not know Tig here if you not see Tig first. So I cover your eyes, and now it's dark. Without having first seen Tig with light, you not know Tig here at all. So you can't have sunlight without having nighttime. You can't have shadow without having light. So you can't have fire without having the opposite, which is what?
We can't have Sloan without Auric.
Yeah. You can't have Sloan without Auric. And we have Auric.
And we
Therefore,
have
have
Sloan.
Sloan.
Who is Sloan?
Sloan
Tell
is
him.
everything.
The diamond might be the chromatic orb.
Sloan is everything, and Sloan is smart. So Sloan said that this sparkle rock probably for how do I say it? Can you walk
Chromatic
me?
orb.
Chromatic orb. So no orb.
No, you said it right.
No, you said orb, not orb. Tick said chromatic orb. That's what Sloan says is chromatic orb. Tick, you have to say it right.
Thank you for your help, Tig.
And Sloan.
Thank you for the help of your friend. But I think we should not overthink this.
Yeah, no, that's not what Tig would do. This is about balance. You make wall of fire and then you turn it off. It's not hard.
We have the components for the darkness spell, but not the light spell.
No, we already have light.
So fire
You
and
can
water.
make dancing lights. Tell him he can make dancing lights with the phosphorus.
Which one is that? The smelly one? No, that's the other one. That's the toots now. Where's the fluff the
Phosphorus.
that
Yes.
you can use that to make dancing
Yes.
party lights.
Yes, Tig.
Sloan
Brilliant.
says you can use that to make party lights, and then you can then do the turn them off.
Who is Sloan? Sorry, must be your friend. Yes, much better opposites than fire and water.
I would begin to scrape from the charred twigs, the charcoal from it, to make the components for a darkness spell. And then I would put the phosphorus in another vial.
Yes.
And I'd put the fur in as well. Is this bat fur by any chance?
It is fur. You are not sure what type.
Okay, so this might not work.
I'm gonna sniff it. What does it smell like to Tig? What does this smell like? A large animal fur to Tig, or does this smell like an annoying animal fur to Tig? An annoying animal could be anything, but to Tig, big animal is anything ranging from a deer to basically the creature from the River Styx. That's
Trying to see
big.
my wife get super angry at me. It feels like rabbit fur.
Oh, okay, great. All right. So it's
I thought
funny
she was gonna
that
get
doesn't
so
annoy.
mad.
No, because I have a rabbit pelt. I own rabbits. I have rabbit pelts, guys. I
She's a
don't
monster.
care.
Okay, so yes.
I'll just be like,
Lanaris,
this annoying animal fur.
you can see as you're taking a long time in here, the wisps of smoke are sort of like dragging off more and more from you and your friend.
Perhaps we can't do darkness without bat's fur.
Voice changer is gone.
We're gonna have a nap now.
I cast Mask of Many Faces, which changes my voice too.
I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that.
I like it.
I do like the echoey voice, but it's It does take a lot to remember to put it on.
Yeah, and it's a bit chilly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Have a nap now.
This is not. Lightning and ice are technically opposites.
All right.
Fast fire and slow water.
And Auric. Sloan and Auric. Have we used up all of the spell components that were on the list?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
what
did figure
spells-
out that the niter. The niter is I believe with the tar. Huh?
It's salt. Right?
No, I didn't mean what niter actually is. What spell it is, which is Melf's Minute Meteor. It's with the sulfur and tar. I guess if it's pine tar.
So we haven't used up all the spell components on that table yet, have we?
Look, guys, you've got pretty much all but like 2 spells that I wrote down, so you're doing pretty well so far.
What are the spells that we have? I'll write them down on my end.
We have Acid Arrow,
Acid Arrow,
Vitriolic Sphere, which is also an acid ability. Witch Bolt, Lightning Bolt, and Chain Lightning.
Hang on.
Draw lightning.
Witch Bolt, Chain Lightning,
And Lightning Bolt.
Lightning Bolt. Yeah.
We have Fireball
Which is fire.
and Minute Meteor.
Minute
For fire.
Minute meteor.
Minute meteor.
Is that what that is? I always thought it was Minute Meteor.
Why would a meteor be a minute?
I'd never understood. I was always like, why is it called Minute Meteor?
It's a small meteor.
That makes so much more
minute
sense.
meteor is fire.
You've changed my life.
And then Wall of Fire.
Yes, we did have Wall of Fire.
All right. What else?
Dancing Lights. Cone of Cold.
Lights. Hang on. Dancing Lights is a light spell.
Yes.
Cone of Cold.
Wall of
That
Ice
should go with fireball.
Ice. Wall of Ice,
and Armor of Agathis.
which is ice.
Which that might be wrong, but
Mate,
just needed water.
Oh, we could cast, Armor of Agathis can be done with water. It just
You know
pulls
what?
water from.
Sloan.
The last one should be an acid one.
Sloan, make an
Yeah.
intelligence check with advantage since you're the one that due to all your book work. Where Lunaris is trying to be smart and just look at it and understand. You've actually consulted your book a lot more.
Would you say intelligence check?
Yeah, at advantage.
That's not going to be very good.
Did you get?
Natural 20.
Okay.
-1 for a 19.
Fuck it, give her a nat 20.
You recognize the symbol for power as well. That this is about balance. And that all of these spells require a different amount of power to use.
Oh, like the spell slots, the spells, the levels.
Yeah, so it's like you have to place the components in a vial in the socket and then pump them full of power. You got to make sure the vials balance.
The vials balance.
Oh, so the
I relay all
opposites
that to
matter,
Tig.
but that okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go on,
So,
relate in Sloan so I can hear how she does it as Tig. I want to hear it.
Come on. Talk Tiggy to me.
Tig, I just realized something. I don't feel like I should have this understanding, but I guess we were working together for a long time. So the power it takes for the spell matters. So I don't know what this means, or it will mean something to Auric. So next to the cone, Write down 5.
Okay.
It looks like this. And I draw backwards 5.
Okay. I will copy that, what she's drawn in the air to me, onto the table.
I'll say that you write a 5. It's fine.
Okay. I'll be like,
Okay.
Oric, we need to put this here. It
Okay.
says Sloan. And
To
that-
the
what
Go ahead.
else? The power of the what?
spell matters.
The power of the spell matters.
And show him the numbers and write a 6 next to chain lightning.
I don't know what that. Oh, write a number 6 next to chain lightning.
And I'll say with that, I'm not going to make you roll a check. You get exactly what is happening right now, Lenaris. You understand.
Oh, of course. Balance, balance, balance. Spells of similar power. Spells of similar power. Balanced. We need to know what spell level these are.
That's what I'm telling him.
That's what she's telling you.
That's
She
what
is
I'm
very
saying. That's what the
smart.
5 and that's what the 6 is. And
Okay.
the orb, chromatic orb, that's a 1.
She says that the chromatic orb is a 1. Because Tig can't count. So
Chain lightning is a 6, you said?
6. Yes.
Yeah.
Wall of ice is a 6.
You're looking through her book. Tig never sees Sloan use a book before, so she must be very smart right now. Tig like picture books.
The armor is 1.
The armor is 1, and
The bane is 1.
the yucky one is 1 as well.
Does it need to be elementally opposite?
I don't know.
Because if not, we could just put... I put a quartz in a vial. And I put... silver pins and the rod of glass in a vial. And I put basically wall of ice in 1 and chain lightning in 1. And I put a 6th level spell slot into it.
Okay. Make an Arcana check for me. As you go to pump the spell slot in.
There's a 35.
You know, just
okay, just casually.
35. So, sorry, I'm just gonna quickly do this. You realize that it's not 1 spell slot you need to use, but 2, 1 for each spell. And how many 6th level spell slots have you got?
2. Exactly 2.
Send you a message, Shannon.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Just to respond to what's going on before. Yeah. So, I'll say that everywhere. Just scrape your hand on the surface, you'll find some.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, she sent me a message, I'm responding. So I'll say that as you go to put this spell slot in, you see that, like, as that first trickle of power goes out and starts alighting the, say, left vial, which would be your chain lightning. Before you finish pushing that power out, you're like, oh shit, I have to do this twice. And you sort of draw the power back. You can make the decision if you want to use both, because if this doesn't work, it's a lot of power gone. If it does work, well, you get through the room. So...
I hate puzzles.
You're doing great.
The problem is the other two enjoy them.
Well,
so I have to go both sides.
I'm also the one who has to use all of their resources in all of these puzzles.
I know. I'm sorry, Sean.
Do we have the components for Wall of Fire?
Yes.
Was that one of the things?
Not that you heard that.
No.
No, Tig is answering you. Yeah.
Sean answers Sloan.
Okay. Did anything happen? I'm sorry, I was looking at something. Did anything happen when you did the 6th level things?
I haven't done it yet. I've only done one of the spell slots, and I'm deciding if I want to do both.
Okay.
I don't complete it. I'll save the 6. These now
there's
become
two
useless.
There's 2 slots, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 slots, yes.
2 slots. Tell him to do it. I want to see what happens. I think I understand, but tell him to finish it.
To finish which one?
To pump a 6th level into the 2 6th levels that he's got.
Okay.
In the vials.
Is it expensive?
Make an intelligence check, Auric, before you do. I will.
21.
Okay. And a perception check.
I'm sorry, 22. I'm sorry, 22.
Yep.
For some reason I've been acting as if I have 4 intelligence. Perception is a 27.
Okay. This is for your memory and to notice something. You've been standing back looking at them all, and Tig's been messing about, and then you've been looking at them down here and at the vials. As you walk up to the racking, where the components were, underneath the components, engraved into the wood, is one of 4 elemental symbols. Fire, earth, water, and then the last one, air.
I know what to do.
You have to.
I know what to do.
You have to decide if each of these, what element they match up to.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, continue. What we're gonna do.
Maybe I don't. Actually, I might be overthinking it.
Because
we don't. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be one spell in the vial. You do components of multiple spells and use multiple spell slots.
Well,
But I think I think the saying character, the level of the spell has to match, but I think because that's balanced, it's equal. But then the elements have to balance as well. So tell him to put those back. Tell him to put those back, and then tell him to put in stuff.
Air and water are not opposites.
No.
So
Tell him to put try. I need to see.
I think I know what you mean. It's okay. Same spell level, opposite element.
So tell him to put in one vial the components for Wall of Fire, and in the other put Ice Storm.
Okay.
And see what happens.
So
Ice
in this
Storm.
one, put Wall of Fire. In this one, put Ice Storm. Go. Do now. Clinking. Fix.
Anaris is sitting there with a look of consternation on his face. Flicks through his spell book. He's not acting yet. As you're like,
Yeah.
I will swipe my hand across the table and kicking up some of the dust and sprinkle that into the vial.
You see Auric, Anaris, this cloud of dust go up, and then some just falls into the bottom of a vial.
Dust. Brilliant.
Go now.
And I will do that. And I will pump 2 4th level spell slots into it.
to you, obviously, you think Tig is the one that sprayed up some dust and it just kind of fell into the thing. You get the water, dip your finger in, a few drops. You put some phosphorus in the other one.
Mm-hmm.
With a crack of the vials, a blue and red bolt spiral into the door, flaring them open. You have passed this puzzle. Before you go, though, do you want to make some health potions?
Yes, I would
Yes,
like to make as many
please.
health potions as possible.
I need all of them.
Yeah.
So
How much health does Tig have?
159. 'Cause that took
I
30
see.
hit
I see
points.
no reason to be rushing to making a ton of health potions.
However,
Fuck you.
I will say, Sloan, you can see him making them and you can copy if you wish.
Yeah, Auric is gonna make like four.
I said there was enough for like a lot. You could probably make like 30. So
Auric isn't concerned with time. He wants to get Tig out of here. He will make 4.
Okay.
2 for each of us.
Okay.
An emergency one and one to give to one for ourselves, one to give to someone else.
Okay. So
Is Sloan making any?
we're gonna take a break
Try
as these
I'm
guys
gonna
are
help Sloan. Give
as
her a
these
message.
guys are making their little healing potions. We will have a short break. Good job with the puzzles, guys! Yay! All right.
Nobody died.
I know. It was going to be so rough if you used those wrong ones. I was going to have them explode in the jar and you're all going to be affected by it, which would have been really
I
rough with
would
the cone
die.
of cold and the
Would've
chain
killed
lightning.
Shannon.
Ugh.
All right, we'll be right back. See you soon. Wait, bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. We're back. We decided that it's pretty late, so we're just going to do a quick little thing. Then our goodbyes and favorite moments. So to start with, you are going to batch make some healing potions. Sean,
Yes.
you are going to roll me a d4 and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Yeah. 9.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh wait, this might be bad. I forgot that.
You have made 9 superior healing potions.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to make it just like the 4 like you said, but I figured you'd probably make it in like a big...
Make as many
thing.
as we can within a
You
amount
make
of
it,
time.
yeah.
is what
You make
we
it in
would've
like a
done.
big cauldron sort of thing, and then just like ladle them out into the vials to drink.
Okay.
You're watching him do this, Sloan.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a d4.
Four.
Okay. With your intelligence being -1,
Carry over from that natural 20 from before.
you get 4 supreme healing potions.
4 of them?
Yeah.
All right. Jesus.
He's feeling generous.
I am feeling generous. I put you guys through hell, and I said you guys have enough. So pretty much, Auric doesn't know how to make supreme healing potions. You fucked up somehow and made it better. So you're like, what if I
Sneezed
just
into
add some cardamom? And then it's just apparently that's all you needed.
It's like Sloan always hated the taste of healing potions and threw like something in to change the taste.
Put sugar in there. Yep.
So
No, people
you
don't realize to just add more sugar to a healing potion. It
you do
becomes
have
better.
a lot. But do
Can
remember
I
that
drink them all? No. Sorry, go ahead.
you want to drink 3 right now.
I have 1 hit point. I'd like to drink some.
How
Yes,
many
please.
how many hit points is your total at level 18?
235. 235.
Yeah,
So if I drink all 4, I'll get to max. But maybe I should save 1.
maybe drink 3 and get 1 off Tig, and just be at max that way.
I would have given Tig 5 potions and kept 4 for myself.
Because yeah, you'll be at 220 if you do that.
Got it. Okay.
because I don't roll my
Yeah.
healing. I
Yeah,
just give
yeah.
you guys max.
You just get
so.
the max.
So
Yeah.
she's got
Okay.
superior healing potions, and me and
You've-
Auric
I got.
have.
No, I have
You've
some.
got-
We have superior. She is supreme.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So, with that, you stow your potions, up your weapons, head towards the door, and we will pick that up next week. This session has been a roller coaster, even if there was a good hour of just puzzles that kind of messed with your head a bit. It was a lot of emotions at the start. I am really proud of you all for doing so well. Shaw for being on top of making sure he never remembers who Sloan is. Sloan for being sad, and I'm being able to, even though a lot of times just looking down at the book, I could still hear the emotion in your voice, which was really nice. Honey, I'm sorry I made you cry so much. But also not. But yeah, so right. Let's do our favorite moments, and I'll get you to do one for everyone. I will start with Sarah.
okay. My favorite moment for Sloane, kind of the whole scene of the book research. That she was so dedicated to like proving herself to Auric. Like, I exist. I have all this knowledge because of you. Let him know that, Tig. Like, his memory fucking sucks, but mine's amazing, and she was so dedicated to it. So just watching that determination come out was, I really liked it. It was quite heartwarming to see, actually, and it broke my heart a little bit every time. It was just like, who told you this? I'm like, oh my god, stop doing this, dude, you're hurting me.
Who is Sloan was so sad.
And and she just kept going with the research, even though it was hurting her, and I was like, oh baby. My favorite Auric definitely had to be when he said that, she's had a really, I can see that you've lived a long life, you've met all these people, you've lived all these different chapters, you've met these people, seen these places. No idea how fucking old she is, but she's clearly been here for the time before these people were gods. And it's kind of a miracle that she's lived this. So therefore, a miracle, what was it you said? That a miracle will not be destroyed today.
Yeah.
And that for me was definitely a big thing. It was just like, Tig's being told something that it's like, you're special. And it was nice to hear that. So I was like, oh, he's looking after her in his own special magic way. It was really sweet.
Yeah, I thought that he'd have a little bit more empathy when he's godling and feeling all of your emotions.
Yeah.
And I like it was fun.
Yeah, thank you. And my favorite DM moment, despite it being full of tears, the things that you listed specifically, the names that Tig would forget. Oh my god, it broke my heart, but it was so good to feel that much emotion for a character that I've invested so much time into. Like you knew that these things mattered to me as a player about the character that I've spent all this time building. So the fact that you referenced each of those specifically as like key elements to how I built her over the years was really, really nice. I loved how you touched on all those. My favorite moment for myself was as a player knowing that I'm having to make a decision that was probably going to destroy my character and choosing to give up my memories of Tig's memories instead of her essence, because I built Tig in the beginning to be a force of nature. She doesn't really have a purpose, but she is the way she is because nature and life has taught her to be that way. So her memories, and she's evolved with that. So she is the way she is because of her memories, but she can't protect the party and her friends if she's not physically able to. And right now, Sloane is on the floor, and she needs to protect Sloane. But in order to do that, she has to protect Auric. And right now, everything's after Auric. So I had to take a moment to actually choose which one I would give up. And I was like, I sincerely love this character. I've spent so long building her. So it was really hard to choose to give up that which makes her who she is. And I felt like I just utterly destroyed my character. But the role play after that really helped to smooth it out. So whatever happens to Tig happens. But yeah, I think making that decision was kind of nice to know that I care about the character a lot. I'm invested in it, but I love the people I play with more. Sorry about the long spiel and welcome to my TED Talk. But
it was nice that you trusted me to be able to handle it. Well, I will make sure that Tig
you do a good job.
Destroyed, as you said.
It's all right. Whatever happens to Tig happens, but it feels good to be able to trust my DM because I've had shitty DMs in the past, so it feels good to be able to trust my DM with a character that I love so dearly. But with that, I will pass it on to Shannon, who loves her little barbarian so dearly as well.
I do love my barbarian. So I wrote them down because if I don't write them down, I forget them. There was this little moment at the beginning, Tig, that when you realized that you were starting to forget and you just went to Auric and was like, I need help. Like I'm forgetting. I need your help. And I had this image of just like, for all that, like how huge Tig is, like she just seemed so small, like a child in that moment, and it was just a really cool image, and just like very pure, and I don't know, I really liked that imagery. Nova, I'm a puzzle gal, so I really enjoyed the puzzles. I liked the bravery one a lot, and because I like puzzles where it's like the clue is in like the words, and so when you figure out the words and you put them together, it's like aha. So I don't know, I really liked the puzzles. Those were fun. Sean, I also really liked your speech to Tig when she was starting to forget. I don't know if you had that written out or if it was just off the top of your head, but I figured it was off the top of your head, but it was, and that makes it that much more impressive because it was so smooth, and I loved the "be not afraid." It sounded very godlike, and I love that you bookended it. Started with that and you ended with that, and it was just really, really very perfect for that moment. But I also, as much as it, hurts your dedication to not knowing Sloane and forgetting who she is, that was really well done. And it allowed me to role play it the way that I thought fit too. So I appreciate you twisting that knife. And this one's kind of for all three of you, coming up with the reason that Sloane had the knowledge of all the spells, like, because it didn't make sense to me in the moment for Sloane to be flipping through a spell book, because that's not who she is. But with all of your brain power, like, I really loved the idea of her just copying the spell components for Auric in some of their lessons, and that she has this journal just full of backwards letters and haphazardly written things, and that was really clever. And then for me, I super enjoy role playing through my voice and through emotions. So even when I was looking through the book, or when I was like looking at the camera, I was trying to use my voice and kind of more subtly convey Sloane's emotions, because she was at 1 hit point. So I had fun doing that, and I think I did an okay job with it.
You did a really good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
You did. Oh my god, made me cry a couple times. I was like, no.
I think tonight, honey, everything made you cry.
I'm emotional.
Yeah, after the start, you were just like, "Oh, a leaf is falling. It's dying." Like just it was anything.
Yeah. I could have seen a turtle, and I'd be like, oh,
it's so slow.
It's got his little butt at the wall, and I can see his little tail sticking out right now.
See?
He's like a marshmallow.
Go hug your bun.
Go get your bunny.
I
Hug
don't
your
want to.
bun.
He's asleep.
Oh,
Okay.
Sean, your turn.
Sean.
Yes. Let's see. For Sarah, for Tig, Shannon stole mine. Because
Sorry.
it was so pure, the pleading that she was having towards Auric, especially as Auric just turned into this thing and looks like a weird nebula. And because exactly what Shannon said, like, you seem so small, like so much so that in my narration of my role play, I kept talking as if I was looking down at a child and saying, look, he looks down at you. He looks down at you, to the point where I had to justify it and say he's floating. But beyond that, just Tig's translations for Sloane. Like, the thing I loved about it is this is kind of a just good job to all of us, in that we were able to, the energy was able to be fed off of each other, because Sloane, and this is sort of my favorite moment for Shannon too, is just like the way that the momentum continued, because we could have completely devolved into out of character chatter for that. And both of yours dedication to keeping it in character and also keeping an energy to it where it wasn't just sort of turning into, eventually, like, other people would have turned that into a streamline easily, as opposed to we're like, okay, well, this is how we can talk, so let's just talk, as opposed to us staying in character and needing to be, hey, I'm gonna say it, you're gonna say it, and then Auric needs to decipher it. And also I also enjoyed when she broke down and started trying to find a way to talk about Sloane that made sense and would keep the conversation moving. It was like a unique problem solving that was unique to Tig, that I don't think other characters would be like, because and it's not even necessarily what Tig thinks is the right answer, but saying, this is my imaginary friend. This will get you to stop calling her a ghost. This will get you to listen to me and not think that I'm talking about whatever, I'm losing it or something. I thought that was all very quick in the moment. And then just like generally, like, and it was partially fueled by of course Nova's brilliant sad narration, but just all the emotion that was in Tig's face in the first act of tonight's episode was perfect. And Shannon, for Sloane, first just Shannon puzzle solving abilities were on fire tonight. I told you this during the break, but like, I don't think I would have gotten the bravery room until Nova like gave it to me after an intelligence check. Like, I don't think I would have gotten that room until like Nova like said a clue that was basically the answer.
I was not going to give you a clue for that room. I had a bunch of clues for the other one, but that room was just like, no.
Like, I think, Shannon, if you weren't here or weren't so on fire with the puzzles, I think that room would have killed us, and that would have been the end of the campaign.
Oh yeah.
or like that room would have gotten us so beat up that by the time we got it, it would be almost like we got it by default of just being like a pile of broken bones in the middle of the room. And it's like, okay, door's open.
And then just like dragging ourselves through the door. Just
exactly. Like, without you, I think we would have taken a lot more damage in that room.
We would have died.
Yeah. But for in-character stuff, just Sloane's tenacity. And like attempts to understand things and picking up, when we tossed up the ball of this is why you can do this, you immediately being, great, perfect. I will not just use that cue as a reason why I can do this, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to RP it. Also writing down Sloane on a piece of paper and handing it to Tig was great as well. All of it was great because it was so perfect for me to react to keep me in that mode. Like, oh, you still write your S's backwards, Tig.
Yeah. And twisting.
That killed me, man.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there's
That's
no
when I
S
started.
in my name.
That's when I started crying.
And then Nova, well, one, good work on making really compelling puzzles. Like I'm not a player who likes puzzles that much, but when they're written well and they're interesting puzzles, I respect them.
You respect the puzzles.
Yeah, because it's like I find it very hard as a DM to make puzzles. And I see DMs make interesting puzzles, particularly the bravery one. That one's going to stick with me for a while. And then of course the spell component ones was just like a good solid puzzle, but the bravery one I'm like, that's great. That's just like pure design.
Don't give me that
unique
credit for
design.
that one I stole from somewhere else.
I feel like no one makes puzzles. They're just like they're just like found. There's a god of puzzles who leaves puzzles around for all of us to find, but no one knows how to make a real puzzle.
Like I read about a Pythagorean cup and was like, I can turn this into a puzzle, and then I just pretty much stole the bravery one, and then I was like, I have to make one myself. So that's what the spell component one was. So like,
yeah, that was good.
That one was I admire your work into like making that one work, because that was a lot of different things to spin there. But outside of the puzzles, just as other DM stuff, I think you handled the orc forgetting things and Tig's memory situation very, very deftly, in a way that would be very, it just has to be, everything has to be right. So good job on keeping those plates spinning, because they could have all shattered. And then for myself, I just it was very difficult to keep track of everything that was being said. So I'm as much as it may have originally harmed the plan of healing Sloane, I am proud that I was like, no, we only need a few healing potions. We don't need
sense.
30.
Yeah.
And we need to get the fuck out of here because you're losing all your memories and are deteriorating. And then I am very pleased with my speech to Tig, because it felt very important that the first words that came out of Oric's mouth upon ascending to this level were poignant and directed and not casual. And it was this perfect tee from Tig, or perfect pitch from Tig to come rushing up to him after what has happened to her. And thank you, Nova, for narrating as much as you did, because it gave me enough time to come up with that speech. Not just because what you narrated was interesting and also fueled how we can make the spells work, but it gave me a second to think of things to say to Tig. And I just really like the concept of reversing the like tiny light within the void as this thing being smothered into a miracle that could never that almost shouldn't be happening. So yeah. Good session.
Your descriptive language on that of how you were like, talking about this little miracle that shouldn't be happening. Your descriptive language for that was really, really good. And Kyle, I loved the universe that you described, and the stars, gorgeous. And the links between them all, like the neurons in a memory and a brain.
I was trying to make the connection between how complicated what's up here is, being similar to just all the stars in the cosmos, and
it was so beautifully done. It was I could see it in my mind, and I was like, that is exactly how it should be.
But also it's like
a lifetime of memory, and it's all these connections, and of all people to see that Auric and this little spider webs of all these connections to people, places, and things. I was like,
it just went
perfect.
I also just feel like last session, Nova, you and I feel like we were very simpatico in this session, where like you would throw something up in the air and I would catch it and know exactly what you meant by it and keep going with it. And you would then take that exact thing that I added onto and add more onto it in a way that was building together and not in a way, anyway, against each other's vision of what's happening. that I know can be a problem with forever DMs in games together. So I think we don't have that
I
problem.
feel like we are getting good at that because we've been playing together for so long now that we can just throw the ball back and forward, especially when you're like, can I just have a second? And I'm like, yeah, go nuts. And I'll just like be quiet. And unless you say something that like grossly contradicts my next thing, I'm like, yeah, I can deal with it. Like, it's all good.
I just got sent something, by the way, guys. I'll send it to you. Someone's been playing with the Microsoft AI and made Tig holding baby Nissa. So I think you guys got to see this.
Let me just do my favorites, and you can do that.
Yeah, you do. Sorry, I was just so.
That can happen after this. Right, for me, Shannon, I already heaped a whole bunch of praise on you just for the puzzles you did amazingly well, and your voice acting of being like subtly sad, like going from at the start, you know, being more, you know, like this triggering event just happened. You were very sad and you were very like loud about it almost, and then it kind of just fell away over the course of the session to just this like almost like depression, like it just sits there quietly underneath everything you're doing, which was really, really good. So well done there.
Thank you.
Sarah, clever fox, you found a way for Auric to know there's something wrong, and that Sloane is there, but he just can't see her by being like, and then there's also this person in my memories who's always there, right? And there's this kid, and I was like, shit, I have to mention something about this now. So yeah, that was really, really well done. Very, very smart. And I don't know if you started legitimately crying or you were just acting crying at different times, but you did really, really well being the emotional throughput of the session of being like, this is heavy and we are sad. So good job.
I fortunately can cry on command, but no, I was genuinely crying all session. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm very invested in this team.
She has been playing Tig since like 2018, so yeah. Sean, buddy, going to back up what they said about your speech at the start. Really well done. You had a lot of information sort of thrown at you over the course of the session. So yeah, to keep the who is Sloane, like really that repetition was just enough to keep pushing Sloane down and getting the reactions from Shannon, which was excellent. Finding a almost mantra to repeat that gets the emotion across, I feel, is always really good, especially when it's not overused. You have to wait for Sarah to say something for you to respond. Excellent. Just ignoring things that were happening weirdly and attributing it to Tig. Yeah, really, really well done. So, good job. I look forward to seeing how you all get through the next.
Excuse me, what's your favorite one for yourself there, DM?
Yeah.
Stop trying to get out of it. It's not funny anymore.
She catches you.
I actually legitimately forgot.
Shannon might forget whole recaps, but she'll never forget to
Shannon might forget she's the community manager, but she will not forget this.
Don't you dare. I think only once has she ever forgot to say it.
Bye.
I don't like being called a liar. I did legitimately forget. So
neither do I. I never forget that I'm the community manager.
You just don't say it all.
You've gone out of frame, by the way.
Yeah, she's a lurking gremlin.
There we go.
No, she hasn't forgotten the last year. We just keep playing it up.
So fucking funny.
I see three people smiling and you grumpy. It's all great. I think my off the cuff description of what was happening to you, Tig, was probably my best bit, because like Shannon's like, I choose to drop a level. I'm like, all right, well, you just lost some skills. It's quite literally just like, you know, because I believe it was your ASI, your level 19. Yeah, so it's just like you literally just lose some of your muscle and stuff, and like, you know, your toughness. So you're a bit tired. Oh, falling over now. That was that. Whereas I had to draw on 5.5, 6 years of character to change it. And the funny thing is, I actually have all the. They're probably not good for going online, but I still have all the videos of us playing the backpackers where you first started. The entire this whole thing from there to now is effectively the entire TIG story. But
crashed a boat, landed ashore, walked into a cave that had Medusas in it, and thought that the echo was the person inside talking to us. So she went, "Cave's fine." Yeah.
Yep.
Not smart.
Yep. So yeah, that was my favorite moment for me. I was pretty happy with the puzzles. I always am weird with puzzles because I feel like if they take too long, you're doing a disservice to the group and anyone who's watching. So I kind of try to make them kind of hard but fast. Which I was worried about the spell component one, but I think you, Shannon, being able to constantly kind of like, what about this spell and this spell and this spell, kind of kept that going, which is nice. Yeah, all right. That's everyone, right? We haven't forgotten anyone? No? Cool.
We got it.
All right. We will see you all next time.
In the internet.
In the internet. Bye-bye.
Internet. Bye.